negotiations were quite painful. The fight more than lived up to all of that build-up.
Yeah, it was a long build-up, but I think it kind of built the fight a bit more, and it was good that I had the hammer fight in between.
Yeah.
To get
Joe,
to get back in there. Get my eye in
Got
there.
the cobwebs there.
Yeah, cobwebs.
yeah. Joe, that big knockout in the 11th round. Have you watched it back?
Yeah, I have. What a highlight knockout. I'm very happy.
And what did you think of Joseph's performance in there? Was he tougher than
he's
you
a
thought?
tough warrior. Kept on coming forward, and I really had to dig deep to get finishing him off. I thought maybe round 7 he was going and starting to feel it a bit more, but he still surprised me with shots. Credit to him. He's he's a warrior.
What did you say to him after the in the ring after he got back up?
Just congratulated him, wished him well and stuff. I was just in his changing room saying hello to him and his family and stuff.
He's gone to hospital for observation.
So he's going to go for a precaution. Now he's still in the changing room now, but he's seems in good spirits. I wished him well and stuff. We had a little chat and took a few pictures with his family. So yeah, he seems alright. But just a precaution. I think he's going to hospital.
Where next for you?
Joe, that 11th round came out really quick. Were you looking for the knockout in the 11th?
I think Salas was egging me on, telling me to finish it. Then I think he was starting to feel it like I said, in the 7th round. And I was going for it then, but he held on and it's really tough. And I had to just push the whole way through from that point.
Joe, did he hurt you in there at all? Because every time he landed a big shot, he just kept coming. I was sat ringside, hands on my face, going, how the hell is he doing this?
Yeah, I mean, it does hurt, but I'm tough. I'm the juggernaut.
Joe, can you put into words what it's like fighting in front of 20,000 people?
Oh yeah, it's great support. It's a lot better than how it was in lockdown. This is like my proper pay-per-view fight with a big crowd in a big arena. So massive thanks to everybody who came down and the relevant teams, Brett Warren and Sky and that for BT Sport for putting it on and everything.
Don't mention that word. BT.
BT. Yeah.
Question for Frank. Tyson was in the opposite corner for you tonight. How did that feel? And
I was just trying to outshout him. It was hard work. I had John, his dad, and Shane, his brother, and him sitting either side, and they were obviously cheering on Joe Joyce and Joe Parker, and I'm cheering on Joe. And it's just. But I think I outshouted. I lost my voice anyway. But I think I outshouted them, and obviously we got the result, and that was it.
Yeah. I bet it got confusing out there. Joe, come on, Joe!
No, Joe Joyce.
No, the other Joe.
who do you want next, Joe?
Well, like I said, for the WO, the Usyk, if he wants to go toe-to-toe, tash-to-tash again. But there's other options. There's Tyson Fury, I think, mentioned he wanted to have a scrap.
Oh, that's a great fight for you, Joe. I mean, I think you look at the heavyweight division now. I think people would give you more of a chance against Tyson Fury than they do AJ. I think you're right up there now. And who knows what your level is? Your level's above Joseph Parker's level. Who knows how high you can go? You go higher than Fury.
Would you be ready, Joe, in December if that AJ Fury fight doesn't happen? Would you be willing to go in December?
December?
Yeah, just had this fight. How's he going to fight?
Quick turnaround.
Joe, you had some good matchups in the past. Carlos Takam, Brian Jennings, Daniel Dubois. Would you say this one was the toughest fight to date?
Yeah, I believe so. Brian Jennings was a tough fight as well, going for 12 rounds. I was hoping this fight wasn't going to go 12 rounds, and that's why I went to finish it, because it was tough. I had to dig deep in there, and I'm glad I hit him with that left hook in the 11th.
What was it in the corner in round 6? I remember round 6 or round 7, you came out absolutely gear 5, just relentlessly.
Yeah, I think I had it in the back of my mind, because I was saying 7 or 8, and he was kind of going in 7, and but yeah, he held on and was still throwing back and stuff. So that's it.
Joe, did Fury say anything to ringside after the fight?
No, but I guess he
he knows it's going to be a tough fight if he. But I think he wants it, and like, I guess also his relationship with Joe, he probably, felt that he, that it's a shame he lost, but mate. And he knows if he. But I think he wants the fight. So
I was speaking to the whole Fury family, and they were all saying.
And it's good to see John Fury there and his brothers and stuff.
They think that you're the only man who can compete with it.
They all said that Joe would beat everyone.
Yeah.
Except Tyson, so you beat everyone except me. And that's,
but he knows it's a tough fight.
Of course he does. I'm just saying what he said. I mean, but let's get it right. I mean, if you, and I'll ask you guys, if you was going to be fighting AJ, who would you have your money on? No, I'd have my money on.
Yeah.
Frank, who would you like to put him in with next?
I really would like to get the Usyk fight on. I just think that they've got history from the past, from the amateurs, but I also think that Joe, he's a big man now. He's got bigger. He's matured more, and I think he would give Usyk a lot of problems. Usyk's a very smart fighter, but I think Joe's resilience and his jab, I think he'll give him a lot of problems. I really do. But it won't happen because he's not going to fight till next February, March, and that'll be Tyson. But after that, the idea of this interim title is that the winner tonight, which is Joe, has to, WBO mandatory will have to be serviced, and it will be against him. No one can get in the way of that. So he's in a magnificent position.
So if Usyk fights Fury in March, who would Joe fight next?
I don't know yet. We'll work on that.
Frank, do you believe you have the number 1 and the number 2 heavyweight within world boxing now? You've got Tyson. Do you believe he's number 2?
We've got. It's quite an intriguing situation at the moment. I mean, Britain we've been blessed with heavyweights. I mean, when I think back, when I started out in the game, it was.
It's all American.
It's all Americans, and if the Brits had a go, they normally got beat. We're in a strong position, and and when you look at how this is all panned out, you've got Tyson, who's WBC champion and is considered to be number 1 at the moment. You've got Joe, who's just said is the WBO mandatory, so no one can get past him, and you've got Daniel Dubois, who's the WBA regular champion. So whoever winds up winning that title, these fights have got to be made. So it's really exciting times, massively exciting times for British boxing,
we
world
got
boxing.
We got all the belts.
Yeah, all the belts, and if he gets a few more wins, Daniel Dubois and yourself, there's another fight down the road between us. So some great fights to be made, and these guys will make a lot of money out of it, which is what it's all about for them. So I can't tell you. I mean, we've all worked hard, and that show a lot of patience at times.
Yeah.
But it's paid off. And as I say, all the effort we've got into it is now the heavyweight scene. You've got to come here. You've got to come to this side of the table to make it work.
It's all Brits apart from Usyk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For me, no one's really done that part before. So do you feel like the cross comparison with other fighters, even including AJ and White, is strong for your side because no one's been able to get rid of him that convincingly?
It was a good statement, and I aim to make statements. I think that's what your question was.
Yeah, of course. Like, do you think you compare strongly to the people that fought Parker before?
Yeah, and I think I did a better job, which shows
You've done what no one else has done.
Yeah,
so it's the best performance.
Shows my class and my level, and I belong at the top level.
Parker kept coming at you during the fight, even though you were hitting him. Did you think you were going to knock him out in such a spectacular fashion?
No, I had to dig deep in there. I was thinking, I didn't want to blow a gasket as well because there's 12 rounds. But also I wanted to, so I was just saying, to stop it, like to, pick up the pace and like I was hitting him with everything, and I thought he wasn't going to go, and I thought it might go all the way to 12 rounds, but I was happy when I connected that left hook and dropped it because
at one point,
really had to dig deep.
At one point, you were pushing him around the ring like he was a pram. That's something you practiced in camp.
I mean, I wasn't going for that like a pram, but yeah, that was part of the. That's what I was doing in practicing sparring, and
you know, like if, instead of like holding and clinching and make it untidy, to just back him up. And
Joe, what's the tougher fight, Fury or Usyk?
what's the type of fight?
What's the
Tougher
toughest fight?
Tougher fight. They're both at the top level, and and you know, they both have like their strengths and weaknesses and stuff, and they're different fighters, so they both have you know, they're both very challenging. They're at the top level, but they're, you know, I'd have to prepare for them differently. Like obviously Tyson Fury, taller, can switch, long range, very skillful, and yeah. And then Usyk as well, the smaller guy, but southpaw, and like, you know how technically good he is. So they're both really tough fighters to fight. Like technically. I think Fury can bang a bit more than Usyk, but Usyk is quicker and, you know, like got snappier punches. But then again, Fury's fast as well, and can put the combinations together. And you know, like they're both really top level.
They're all great fights.
Yeah, great fights.
Are you off on holiday now, Joe?
Huh?
Are you off on holiday now?
Yeah. I think I got.
Where are you going?
Spain. I can't. Mallorca, I think. Where is it? Huh?
Yeah.
Mallorca. Yeah, there we go.
Done a lot of research.
It just shows up at the end. With just two more, because he might hear one of them. Two more questions.
Joe, you've now fought both Dubois and Parker. Who hits harder?
Dubois, obviously. Yeah. But then, like, Parker's a lot more tricky and harder to hit. He's harder to hit. But Dubois is like, he's a weapon. If you stand and trade with him and he lets one go, he can really hit.
Last one. Joe, do you think now you'll start getting maybe more of the respect you deserve? Everyone always talks about, yeah, you're a come forward fighter, and you always just use that word sort of flogging, but in there tonight, you used a lot of ring general strips and moved him around the ring. Do you think sort of people now will say you belong at that elite level, the likes of Tyson's and Usyk's?
Yeah, that's great, because now I get the credit I deserve from this fight, and it cements me at the elite level, and there's no like, argument. So I'm happy, yeah, and I enjoyed the fight. Got the win, got the highlight knockout.
Yeah. Any message to Usyk?
Usyk. Nah, yeah, just let's make the fight happen.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks.